Hmm. There's a certain amount of symbolism in Christianity. Yes. Hmm. And as much as you don't think it has an influence in the decision making of judges, yes, when it requires religious test, yeah, hmm it does have an influence. Phew. Now, if I looked at the symbolism that the Nazis adopted, yes. Mhm. Let's say my official Christian symbol is the swastika. And I decide that I'm going to have a religious test. Yes. Mhm. Where every individual that receives my ordination and receives licensing. Yes. To have a congregation. Mhm. The official symbol and emblem of my religion is the swastika. Pouch! Now you'd say I can't use it. No. It's somewhat synonymous with Nazis. Hmm. But I have to use the tau or the swastika or the tau with the handle? Yes. The Greek or the St. George, or do I have to use the Latin cross? Mhm. Maybe I just use St. Andrew's or St. Patrick's X? Yeah. Mhm. The Maltese cross? Yes, yes, yes. Or the Calvary cross? See, there is associated with each and every title of the religious test, yes, certain symbols and emblems that are unique to each of those denominations. Yes. Now, if I walked into the church and I said, well, Pastor Greg Miller's a Nazi, the court judge would say, well, you don't have the right to say that. Yes. But if I brought in the religious test of the Baptists and I said, no, actually, their personal denomination, the religious test necessary, is exactly what the Nazis required during. Oh, wait a 2nd. No religious test is necessary for any oath or affirmation. In all oaths or affirmations, they do or do not have an emblem or symbol associated with their individual profession. Now, the Christian symbol, although Christ died on the cross, it did not become a symbol of Christianity until 400 years later, during the time of Constantine the Great. Until then, its use had been private or restricted to Christians only. Yeah. Now, after converted to Christianity, of all these crosses, yes, because they're crosses, an emblem of Christianity since it was used in the execution of Jesus Christ. What's to say that the pre-Christian crosses are the Tau cross and the swastika? Tau. The Tau cross is so called from the likeness of the Greek capital letter. Its name is swastika in the Greek capital letter. I plus together. Now, if I wanted to go back to that ancient form of Christianity before the Latin cross, why don't I just use the swastika as the symbol and emblem of my Christianity that does require religious test? Well, listen, you Nazi. Ouch! You used a word that is, well, synonymous with a certain amount of symbols and emblems. Yes. That when you read it, you think the cross. You think Baptist. Ouch. You think pastor. You think religious test. You think emblems and symbols. Yes. As if the fish, yes, was a symbol of Christianity because of its use. Yes. But for every oath or affirmation that is appointed